What's up YouTube? Welcome back to another video of me trying to fix my drift car. The last time we worked on this car, we drove her out of the garage and she didn't stay out very long. She decided to eject the spark plug, which I knew was gonna happen. Not a big deal. But today, we're going to attempt to fix it the way I should have tried to fix it when the motor was even out of the car. We step into my office and this is what we're gonna be using today. We got our new spark plug because the old one's completely toast. And we got this cool little kit. I got like Advanced Auto or something like that. I already opened it a little bit. Shit. So we've got our threads here. And the problem right now is on our heads, these threads don't exist anymore. The spark plug's been blown out so many times that won't thread. So we're gonna take this, which is a little bit wider of a thread. We'll make new threads is the intent, which these little tiny things will then thread onto. And then the threads on our spark plug will then thread into the new thread inserts, is what they're called, I think. And then once we thread the spark plug into the new thread inserts, we'll thread the entire thing into the heads. And that should keep this from ejecting out again. Again, this is probably what I should have done before the engine was even in the car, but we're lucky that it's the frontmost spark plug, so I still have a little bit more room to work with. But again, I should have done it the right way the first time. If you don't have time to do it right the first time, you better have time to do it right the second time. This time. Also, this is gonna be a cool little tool that we can use. It's not necessary, but it's gonna be a cool little tool that I can use to try and open the frickin' box. So this is a camera, basically. Again, it's got like a 3.5-inch screen with a camera here that I can feed down into the heads and show you what we're looking at. Again, not needed, but something cool that I can do for you guys to see what's going on. Lucky for me, I never even put the hood on all the way. It was just kind of sitting there, so it was super easy to take off. But this is where we're gonna be working, right down in there. Super dark right now, but you can see the old spark plug still on there. I never took it off. There we go. Yeah, this is what not to do. And you can even see the tips all like smashed in because it was touching the piston. This is a little bit like difficult to use. It like disorienting, if you will. So bear with me. I'm gonna try my best here to make sure you guys get a good shot of what's going on down there. So you can see we still got a few threads there, but they're like almost non-existent, which is why when we try and put the spark plug in there, it doesn't grab. Got a little thing. Kev actually showed up to help me record. Thanks, Kev. Follow him on Instagram. Yeah. Yep. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some oil and put it on the thread rippers of this. That way any metal shavings will kind of get caught on the oil and not go into the engine. So it's not gonna like blow up anything, I don't think. So not too concerned about that, but to alleviate the amount of metal shavings I get in the cylinder, oil. I hope I do this right. I've never done this before, and doing it blind is kind of like nerve-wracking, you know? Time to apply some pressure. Did I already fuck it up? So like, it's not 100% straight. So I think based on I don't know if you can see it from where you are, but based on the plug that you see back there, and the angle that I have the wrench at, I think I'm doing all right. Like I feel like I'm grinding it, or like I'm cutting into it, and then all of a sudden, it'll get real easy. So it's like, whoa! Go down the light here. You can see all the metal that I caught from adding the oil there. Oh, that would be in the good old engine. Plenty of metal shavings in there. And if I was really particular about it, I'd take like the compressed air thing and shoot it in there. Or something, but I don't care.
There you go.
Cool. Threads inserts on the plug. Plug socket, jets flying above. If you guys haven't seen the video when we got this thing to start for the first time, the mass airflow sensor is bad. And since I can, I'm thinking I might as well go ahead and try and clean it, connect it again and see if that does it. If we can run off the MAF instead of just running without the MAF and using the O2 sensors. Game, set, match, moment of truth. I'll try one more time, and then if it doesn't work, I'll unplug the sensor. All right, no sensor, here we go. Yeah!
the rip, this thing runs so much better. It gives me the power, you know, like what I wanted. It doesn't shake nearly as much. Still a little bit of a shake, but not nearly as much. Like this thing, that was fun. That was quick. Wow, that was great. I'm going to back it out real quick. All right, here's the moment of truth though. I'm gonna rev it up. I think the neutral rev limiter on this car is about 3K or something like that. So we're not gonna go any higher than 3K while we're in neutral, which is fine. But we're gonna rev it up and see how she runs. So last night was pretty exciting. It got a little dark, so we stopped, called it for a day. Kev's no longer here to help me with the cameraman, but I can do it myself. The car runs, doesn't eject spark plugs anymore, so the next step is to get it to like actually run properly. So I went ahead and I got a new mass airflow sensor. That was like 70 bucks, way more than I wanted to spend, but it has a limit, like forever warranty, so I said, all right, fuck it, why not? Then I went ahead and got some coolant as well because the car doesn't have any coolant. I'm looking for the air filter. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna clean this as well and see if we can put this back on. And I'm excited to see that if I clean this and I get the new mass airflow sensor in there, if it will drive appropriately, because right now it's running without it. So drivability is a little rough. I'm hoping the new mass airflow sensor increases or improves drivability in, you know, noticeably and considerably. So it's working, the mass airflow sensor is connected, and we're not dying or stalling out or anything like that. So it's working just fine. The coolant system's burping itself right now. It doesn't sound too bad. Now it's starting to sound like shit. There's a little bit of a rattling sound, but I think that's coming from right here. I think it's rattling right there where it's touching here. And it kind of dipped in its RPMs a little bit, but I think we're good. I'll let it run for a few minutes, assuming I have enough gas for that. But we're good. So I made a little bit of a mess. I overfilled the coolant reservoir a little bit too much, and so it got hot and it spilled out. And that's what that squeaking was at the end there. Some of it got on the belt. I need to replace the belt. She didn't overheat. The drivability was just backing it up there. The throttle's a lot more responsive. Still a little bit shaky on the idle. That's probably because I don't have the filter on there, so it's getting a little bit too much air, and it's trying to overcompensate. But the filter's still drying, so that's why I haven't put it on yet. I'll clean up my mess here, and then I'm gonna go take this thing for a drive. I'm very excited. Very excited. Now. Yep, brakes still work. That's good. Good check. Oh, I gotta check engine light again. Should I check that real quick?
Sure.
All right. Cats?
That's my first thought. Cats.
Could be. It's an O2, yeah.
No, I was right.
We're just gonna send it. No one cares about O2 sensors. Yep, just like that, it's gone. Magic. This hill is so steep.
Uh-oh.
Hey, so far we haven't lost the spark plug yet.
Yeah, this is exactly what happened. Oh.
Look at that. Look at that. We are driving and it feels good. That's so cool. All the gears, I mean, the transmission was fine to begin with. These rows are a lot longer than I remember, but last time I drove the car was before I'd ever used a short throw, so makes sense. But wow, this car feels like a normal car. It sounds good too. That's awesome. Yes. All right, I'm gonna try and like slow us down and see if See if we can come back to a stop. Engine braking feels good. Haven't lost a spark plug yet. I'm gonna keep bringing that up. Hey, that felt good. That felt, it's a little like, feels a little bit down on power, but it's probably because we're not reading properly because we have a bad O2 sensor. We just lost our clutch. Kev's out pushing. We're smoking up front. I think it's the clutch fluid. Yeah, we don't have a clutch.
It was fun while it lasted. So in short terms, this is how our night kind of ended. Oh, I wanted to skip the gym today, but I guess I didn't. I was like, I was expecting to do this. That's pretty cool though.
Oh my god. Wow, these guys are really cool.
Could have been worse.
I really appreciate their help. We were pushing it for probably
Half a mile.
quarter of a mile, not even.
I felt like a half a mile.
It felt like forever though. Time to engine swap, guys. The engine swap's coming a lot sooner than I thought. Oh my gosh.
It was so good.
It was so good, and then it wasn't. So fast. It happened so fast. Engine swap. Coming to a YouTube channel near you. Oh my gosh. What a day. What a day. All right, so the guys at the fire department just came back. They tried to get some information. So we had to help them out real quick since they helped us out huge. But I can't believe the car caught on fire on the very first time it was on the road. I'll show you where. I think what happened, because we lost clutch pressure, and I was like, yo, we lost clutch pressure. I think we blew a line or something like that. So we got out and started pushing it. Came back over here, noticed there was some fire. So what probably happened is our clutch line popped off, touched the exhaust. Exhaust was hella hot, caught fire. But I'm about to show you guys what the damage is. But everything was going so smoothly, and then all of a sudden it went terribly. You can see that the fire came all the way up to the ignition pack here, onto the coils, or the wires, the plug wires. Down there, caught on fire. It's still pretty hot. It's hard to get a clear picture of everything with the lighting. Pretty much the entire like back side of the engine was on fire around the bell housing. You can see the starter down there is actually cooked too, so that might have had something to do with starting the fire as well. I had planned on doing an engine swap on this car since I even wanted to rebuild it. I just didn't think it was gonna happen so soon. Looks like an engine swap will be in the very near future. I really appreciate it, guys, if you made it this far, because I'm having a bad day now. My car caught on fire. If you did enjoy the video and you want to save Kev's quads because he helped me push the car, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for Kev. Check out his Instagram because he's a huge help. And I'll see you guys next time.